Have you ever wondered what separates a strong mind from a weak one? Throughout life, we encounter various personalities, some of whom display unwavering strength, while others appear to struggle with life's challenges. But what exactly defines a weak-minded person? It's a complex question that often piques our curiosity as we navigate the complexities of human behavior. In this video, we'll delve into 9 distinct traits that are often associated with individuals perceived as weak-minded. Understanding these traits can offer us valuable insights into our own behavior and attitudes, empowering us to develop inner strength and navigate life's hurdles with more resilience. So, let's dive in. Number 9. Blaming others for your problems. Blaming others for our problems is a habit many of us fall into. But when it becomes a constant practice, it indicates a lack of mental resilience. Think about it. Are you always quick to point fingers at someone else whenever things go wrong, or do you rarely take responsibility for your actions? This behavior not only irritates other people, but also makes you less trustworthy as a person. Blaming others effectively puts your personal growth on pause. It prevents you from learning from your own missteps. Instead of progressing, you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of passing the blame. So, how can we break free from this pattern? Start by admitting your role in any given situation, whether it's positive or negative. Take ownership of your actions, glean lessons from your slip-ups, and use those experiences as stepping stones toward becoming an improved version of yourself. It's a journey worth embarking on. Number 8. Seeking external validation. Excessive reliance on external validation is a common issue that has a profound impact on one's self-esteem. In today's digital age, where social media likes, comments, and shares often dictate our sense of self-worth, many individuals find themselves constantly seeking that affirmation from their online activities. You'd get glued to your phone, eagerly checking notifications for that much-desired approval on a photo you've posted. But why is this such a concern? Well, relying heavily on others' opinions can significantly affect your mental well-being. The emotional rollercoaster of continually chasing and sometimes failing to secure validation can lead to feelings of inadequacy and despair. Constantly seeking approval from others can make you acutely aware of what they think about you, leading to persistent worry and self-doubt. This cycle can be mentally and emotionally draining, making it difficult to embrace and express your authentic self. The solution? Build up your self-confidence from the inside. Accept yourself and love yourself for who you are. It's a game changer that leads to greater happiness and mental strength. Number 7. Being overly trusting. Trusting others is generally considered a positive trait. It's the glue that fosters healthy relationships. However, like anything taken to the extreme, being overly trusting can become a vulnerability. Think about those individuals who declare, "I trust everyone no matter what." They're all in even when it's glaringly obvious that they're being taken for a ride. Soon, they get their trust broken and they feel like this world isn't a good place. Well, it isn't. So, if you trust too fast, stop. Take a moment to assess people and situations with a discerning eye. Listen to your intuition and don't dismiss those red flags that signal potential risks. Finding the equilibrium between trust and caution can help you navigate relationships and situations more wisely. Number 6. Embracing a victim mentality. Embracing a victim mentality can be truly transformative, but not in a positive way. Having a victim mentality involves seeing yourself as a constant target or victim, convinced that life always conspires against you. This mentality is a real red flag, and people with this mentality generally aren't very optimistic about life. Basically, the victim mentality traps you in an endless cycle of blame and self-pity. It's like sinking into quicksand that hinders your happiness and personal growth, constantly dragging you down. So, how can you escape this mindset? It's all about changing your point of view, from seeing yourself as a victim to becoming a survivor in your head. Acknowledge that life isn't always filled with rainbows and butterflies, but it doesn't define who you are. Shifting this perspective can be a powerful catalyst for positive change in your life. Number 5. Lacking resilience. Resilience is like a superpower for navigating life's challenges, but for some, it's as elusive as a pot of gold at the end of a tunnel. These people, instead of bouncing back, crumble under pressure, and it's a big sign of their weak mindset. People with no resilience are always ready to throw in the towel the moment things get a tad tough. Challenges pop up and they're like, "I'm tapping out." It's as if they missed the memo on how to weather life's ups and downs. Now, why is this lack of resilience such a big deal? Well, think of it as missing out on the thrill of a roller coaster ride and clutching the safety bar for dear life. You could be soaring high, but you're missing the exhilarating twists and turns. Thus, you'll miss out on all the opportunities to grow and be strong. Number 4. Obsessing and overthinking. Overthinking and stressing about little things is something many of us can relate to. It's a trait that has layers, and it often happens due to one of these 3 reasons. First, there's the fear of messing up. Those who constantly fret about minor details often do so because they're scared of making mistakes. They believe that by nitpicking every little thing, they can prevent any errors. It's like trying to keep everything in perfect order even when it's not necessary. Low self-esteem also plays into this habit. People with a less resilient mindset tend to doubt themselves and worry about making the wrong choices. They're afraid of others judging them negatively. This self-doubt fuels the habit of obsessing over small things. Lastly, insecurity about one's abilities can make this overthinking even worse. It's like feeling unprepared to handle the outcomes of your actions. So, the tendency to overanalyze everything is their way of trying to find some control and certainty in their lives. So, how can one deal with it? Well, the solution is to find a balance between analyzing and taking action. Let go of excessive worrying and make decisions based on the information at hand. Over time, you'll reduce stress and increase your productivity. Number 3. Being consumed by envy. Being consumed by envy is like poison that can corrode your mental strength. It's a natural emotion we all experience at times, but when it becomes an all-encompassing force, it's a sign of a weak mindset. Think about that person who's always looking at what others have and feeling resentful or inadequate. They're constantly comparing themselves to others and measuring their worth by what they lack. The trouble with this intense envy is that it mercilessly chips away at your happiness and contentment. It can lead to feelings of unworthiness and even harm your relationships. So, what's the solution? Well, it's all about fostering gratitude and self-worth. Instead of fixating on what others possess, direct your attention towards your own accomplishments and what makes you unique. Embrace a mindset of abundance and witness the transformative power it can have on your outlook and mental strength. Number 2. Refusing to forgive and move on. Holding grudges and refusing to forgive is like dragging around a heavy bag of emotional rocks all along. It's exhausting mentally and emotionally. The trouble with refusing to forgive is that it's like carrying a backpack filled with resentment, and it only gets heavier with time. It keeps you stuck in the past, replaying those painful moments over and over. This not only holds back your personal growth, but can also lead to that unwelcome trio of chronic stress, anxiety, and even the blues. So why do people do it? Well, some folks believe that forgiving means giving a thumbs up to someone's bad behavior, and that's a misconception. Instead, forgiveness is about giving yourself a break from carrying that emotional baggage. It's saying, I'm tired of lugging around these heavy rocks. I'd rather travel light. The way to get past this is to let go of grudges and release the emotional burden that comes with holding on to past hurts. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, allowing you to move forward and find peace. Number 1. Focusing on what you can't control. Getting caught up in things you can't control is like trying to change the weather with sheer willpower. Utterly impossible and exhausting. You know those people who are always stressed out about stuff they can't do anything about? It's like they're on a mission to solve the world's problems single-handedly, only to end up overwhelmed. Sometimes they forget that there will always be things beyond our control, and it's okay to let go. So what's the fix? It's pretty simple. Embrace the idea that there are elements in life you can't control, just like you can't control the weather. But what you can control is your reaction. It's a bit like deciding to carry an umbrella. You might not stop the rain, but you'll stay dry. By focusing your energy on where you can actually make a difference, you'll reduce stress and boost your mental resilience. It's about understanding your limits and making the most of what you can influence. If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.